Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Profit. I'm your host, DripCoach, and let's jump right into it. So it is day 40 of the DripX ecosystem. So we're evaluating this and seeing where we are at as things go forward. Remember, I told you guys that I went in with $1,000 on here, and actually, when I looked at the numbers, kind of find out it was actually 1,500. So got my spreadsheet here to track the actual payouts. Now, first and foremost, if you guys are in chats or groups or you see posts or whatever, and you have people shaming you for the amount of money you put into a project, get out of those groups and chats. That's toxic, because everybody starts their journey wherever they are at and where they feel comfortable. And like I said, I got jaded from last cycle, got wrecked in 2 projects. So 1 from the Drip ecosystem and 2 from a forward-facing individual that is a billionaire, created a billion-dollar company in 3 years. He has all the credentials, excuse me, and still I got wrecked with that. So because of all that, I have decided to actually go a lot more cautious this round and only went with the 1,500 that's in here. So I'm not putting anything else in here until I see it actually pay this out or start to trend in the right direction. And speaking of trends, man, the markets, first, before we go there, just don't look good over the last 7 days. In the last hour, they're at least green, but 7-day cycle, we got some red, but not nearly as much red as we see in our ecosystems that you're familiar with and I'm familiar with. So DripX just got beat hard. Man, I don't know what the hell happened here. Actually, I guess I tapped out, didn't see what was going on in the chats, but this took a beating, down 30%. That is crazy. So I think they said somebody had large bags and they've been selling blah, 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 you know, the typical stuff. So the one thing I can say with the team is they keep making adjustments and pivots and things of that nature to try to curve this off. But until this starts to trend upward, I think it's going to be a hard road to climb out, because basically it's not really incentivizing new people to get in when they look at these charts. And even the ones that are in, they're looking at dashboard divs and their payouts, and they're looking to ROI as well. So there are a few issues that I see right now. The buying, well, first, let's, praise, right? So first, this is great. They've got the inflation kind of capped now. So this is sitting at 0.4 BNB, which at today's prices, over the course of a day, it's going to basically burn 21 billion DripX tokens, which is exactly what they set the cap at. Now, not all of these days are maxed out, but that at least gets to show you whatever tokens come out can be burned. However, there are people sitting still with multiple DripX in their wallet. So like I mentioned to you guys in the previous cycle, there needs to be an incentive for people to dump their tokens and the chart still gain momentum. Because what ends up happening is when there's no incentive to dump, then people just hoard. And when they hoard, they wait for a small pump and then dump it all at once. But if you can have positive price action and allow people to dump their tokens continually, and then there's enough positive hype in the ecosystem to buy that up, then you can have a chart that goes the other direction. But right now, this is, like I said, it's just it looks grim in the short-term future. I don't know what the long term looks like, but for me, for sure, I do not see the ROI coming in the 110 days that I forecast. I think it was 112 for 28-day cycles that I forecasted. I will basically be looking at maybe 50% when I count this, and then that, because I haven't bought any new miners and done anything with that. And even on the other, let's switch here. This wallet, which I'm now, publicly disclosing up here, because I wanted to keep it under wraps before. But like I said, I told you guys all about transparency. But in the beginning, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't affecting anything, basically. So this is the other wallet, and there was exactly 1,000 in there. Now, market value for this looks a hell of a lot better than the other one. So between the two, I might actually break even. But even the miners that are coming available now all have a negative ROI all the way up until here, another 45 days from now, basically, or 20 days from now. So in theory, this one will do better. And this is the one that I went with a bunch of smaller stakes all the way out through long term. Now, again, I haven't bought any in here, but the theory is that as new people come in, then your D rank bonus and all that catches up. But again, that is dependent on new people, and new people outside of the ones that are already in are looking at this chart going, I'm not too sure. So that is the issue that I see right now. And that's the one issue. The second issue is the actual vault. I haven't looked over at Pulse, but I believe the payouts or the percentage, the APR that was on those farms has dried up substantially. The good thing is the total stake is still there, like the amount is still there, but it's not generating nearly the yield that was generating before. So it has slowed tremendously, which will affect, of course, the adding of liquidity that they were doing and buying up of the miners. So this is going to come down to basically the same way all degen plays go. It's like a bunch of, you need hype in marketing, and the best hype in marketing you have is a green chart. And it's harder and harder to get a green chart with more and more people able to accumulate the token with no incentive to stake it or to dump it. And that is the cycle that I've learned from the previous run with meme tokens and degen gambling dApps. So there's still, this one still has a lot of legs. By no means am I counting it out. It's just that it's not going to be a quick turnaround for those that didn't get their ROI out like initially in the first like week or so. So if you're in now and you've been dollar cost averaging and you've been buying up miners and all that stuff like that, you're just gonna have to wait for that ROI. And again, dashboard div wise, this one is doing a hell of a lot better than the other one. So we will see how this all shapes up at the end. So I'm still neutral on this, because now that I have two different theses running, my first one could be invalidated at that 112 day mark. But if this one carries the weight, then I would be sitting neutral again at the end of this. So that would have been a good experiment that'll run about, shoot, what is that? Just under 10 months. So I think that's noteworthy to say the least. So I hadn't looked at this in a while, but it does look like there are people holding the DripX token in their wallet. So they're not mining it. Well, I'm sorry, they're not staking it or mining it. So they're probably just buying it off the market, or maybe they claim miners and then they're just sitting on it. But it is definitely some room for improvement going forward. So I guess we'll just have to see how this plays out with BNB potentially seeing a nice price pump later on in the cycle. That can definitely affect the buy and burn, as well as the miners that they buy with the V2. So, or the V1, I should say. I think it's V1, right? Isn't that the one? Yeah, V1. So there's still a lot of potential in this project. It's by no means down and out. I'm just showing you guys the issues that I see short term right now. And it is short term, it's only 40 days in. So there's still tons of available liquidity for the buy and burn. And you still got the capital sitting over here. And there's an ecosystem here that can be built on top of. So with a capped deflationary token potentially, and the mechanisms that they built into the token for it to get harder and harder to mine, it does get more attractive later on. The only caveat, like I said, is that the people that are in are not adding as much capital to this as was in the initial hype stages, and people only buy hype and FOMO. Even though you can look at the mechanics and you can, even like me, see what the token is potentially able to do, that's a harder sell, especially if you're someone like me who got jaded from the last cycle and you were trying to quote unquote buy value and that didn't turn out or work out well. So I'm only now at this stage buying value in blue chips where I know that they will be around for a while, or at least the risk reward profile for those to be around for a while is a lot better. You never know what kind of black swan events could happen. I have no idea, but I am quite certain, 99.99% certain, Bitcoin will at least be here. Maybe some countries might regulate it out. I don't even know, but I think now it's here to stay since the ETFs are approved. So that's probably not going to happen. And Ethereum's well on its way as well. But some of the other alts, who knows, right? So I won't be adding this to my payout. I did. There was $9.48 there, and I went ahead and doubled that and added another $9.48 on the 31st and bought some additional miners with that. So I added this value here. So I did actually buy a little bit back in, definitely not much, but I just wanted to see how it would affect my payouts by buying some DripX off the market and then taking this and adding to it and then adding it to a max stake, but it didn't add much. So I'm not going to put this on the sheet yet. So that's not going to come here because it's not being claimed out. So we'll have to wait and see till the 28 day and the next 28 day and the 90 day. So far, the 90 day is looking okay. So when I add both of those up to this, yeah, like I said, I'm looking at just under a 50% ROI in 90 days. So at that stage, like I said, it will pretty much be invalidated that I will see an ROI equivalent at the 112 day mark. But we'll see. We will see what can happen. Like anything can happen. Things can change. The team can make some pivots, do adjustments. But I think right now, everything is actually locked in place. It's just a matter of people using the system and it becoming attractive for marketing wise to people outside of the existing ecosystem. And even the ones that maybe got in and got out, like I showed you that wallet before that took a loss. The chart has to start reversing for people like that to come back. So that's kind of where we're sitting at right now. Everybody that's in is looking to hopefully get some profits out at some stage and maybe slowly buying up, little small miners here and there. But there's still a lot of work to do to get this moving in the right direction. All right, that's all I got. Smash that HBO special, help a brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. Oh, wait. One caveat to this is that this is actually a pretty good trend. Wanted to make that known as well. Kind of a nice channel here. It's going down, but this is it's not that bad, to be honest, what it's swinging between. So it has kind of started chopping sideways. It just needs a little bit of price appreciation to get it back up of here and trending. So this isn't horrible. Still got some legs. All right. Lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now